India changed the way I drink tea forever. When I first traveled across India, chai became part of my daily life. On street corners, train stations, sunrise mornings, everywhere. And ever since then, I have been dreaming of learning how to make the real masala chai. Today, the dream finally comes true. My friend Toby, who has traveled to India for over 25 years, is teaching me the authentic recipe, passed down, tested and loved. No shortcuts, no fake versions, just real spices, real tradition and real flavor. So grab a cup, because today on the Share the Spoon we are making real Indian masala chai.
We have some of the nice spices that are being used. You can have a look here,
Wow!
Okay.
This looks so yummy. What do we have here?
So you have bay leaves, you have cardamom, you have black pepper, you have cloves, you have ginger, you have cinnamon, and you have star anise.
What is that?
These are sugar crystals from sugarcane, and they hang on a thread. Daga mishri, it's called.
This is where the magic really begins. Crushing the spices by hand releases all the natural oils and aromas. This is how chai gets its deep, warm flavor.
All of these spices, they have certain properties which are well researched. The bay leaf, for example, is good for digestion. I think same for the star anise. The pepper is really good for the brain, and also, actually, I put the pepper because I notice when pepper is there in the chai, I tend to be more productive while working.
Oh, really?
Literally. I think in Ayurveda it's also linked to productivity. And the cloves are very good for oral health. If anybody has like pain, especially with teeth and so on, it is very useful.
And this cinnamon right here, in Ayurveda, it's known for helping digestion, boosting circulation and warming the body from the inside out. Toby knows so much about Ayurveda and ancient Indian medicine, and learning this recipe from someone who truly respects the tradition makes this experience even more special. You are talking about Ayurveda. Are you into the Ayurveda?
Yes, so much. We have a lot of good experiences. My wife runs a clinic in Switzerland and...
Well, actually, I did know that Toby's wife runs a clinic in Switzerland. Margit is a naturopath and a health coach with years of education in India and around the world. She has an incredible knowledge of ancient medicine and natural ways of healing the body. And if you're curious to learn more about this world, you can check out and follow the Instagram account we built together, Maggie the Text, where I interview her and uncover powerful insights and simple tools for a healthier life.
Her friend in India runs an Ayurvedic clinic, and we have personally a lot of good experiences with Ayurveda. Can you see there's some smell already coming? Yeah?
Smells amazing.
So now we have to be careful that we are not burning this.
Okay.
Now there are two ways to proceed. One is if you put water, it becomes like a syrup.
Oh, okay.
And then you can add, your condensed milk and so on. And then you get your Omani chai. If you are more into the Indian chai, they typically don't have to roast it. Every day, 2-3 times chai, some guests come, you're not gonna roast each and every time the spices, We will just crush them and then we will proceed with the normal chai making, and then finally, once the tea is in, after we will add the spices.
Did you know that chai has been part of Indian culture for over 5,000 years? What started as an Ayurvedic healing drink made with spices and herbs slowly evolved into the masala chai we know today. In India, chai is more than just tea. It's a social ritual. You drink it on train platforms, street corners, at sunrise, during work breaks, and family gatherings. Every region and every household has its own version. More ginger, less sugar, extra cardamom, or strong tea. There is no single correct recipe. Fun fact, India is one of the largest tea producers in the world, and most chai is brewed strong, boiled multiple times and served hot in small glasses or clay cups called kulhats. And what I love the most, chai isn't rush. It's about slowing down, sharing moments and connecting with people. And that's exactly the spirit we are bringing into this kitchen today.
And I enjoy making it. It's like a process. It's not like you push the button on a machine, and the espresso or whatever comes out. You see the work.
Of course, you are putting your energy on it, right?
So, and it actually will show the taste, even if I use exactly the same ingredient, exactly the same quantity. The mind, while grinding, while making it, has some impact on the flavor. That's what I thought. So now you can pour the milk. So, you know, this bay leaf, you don't have to use it because it gives a fairly strong taste.
Okay.
It's really good for digestion, you know, especially I think it's good for heart health, and also it helps with, along with the cinnamon, for the blood sugar control. Even if you take something else, if you have anything with sugar, generally cinnamon is very good. And the combination of cinnamon, bay leaf and these other spices, they give a good health impact.
So here the milk is getting warm.
Yeah, now we will put this
Bay
fellow in.
leaf.
But if you want, you can grind that ginger.
Yeah.
So we will add like 3 or 4 spoons maybe of this.
Now comes the heart of masala chai. Black tea and freshly crushed spices going into warm milk. This is where all the flavors slowly blend together, creating that rich, spicy and comforting taste you find on the streets of India.
Chai doesn't mean tea.
Chai means tea.
Means tea.
So what is this?
This is masala chai.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you
It's
for
called
asking.
masala chai.
Oh, this would have been a big disaster on social media. What are these guys? They are making
No, but
masala chai.
that's
They are
it.
not making chai. They are making masala. Okay. Chai means tea, and this with masala means with spices.
Masala chai.
Yes, and we shouldn't steal like madman what I'm doing here, but
Okay, so in India they don't stir so much.
no, they have more skill than us. This should be enough sugar actually. You can put it inside, it becomes like a white sugar.
Is this one healthier than the regular sugar?
Yeah, you can't compare.
You can compare.
This still has the properties of, look, anything healthy or unhealthy poison, it depends on the quantity and the dosage. Even the chai, you can put a million spices in there. At one point the oils can be harmful as well. And the other thing also is, if you drink liters of chai, I don't believe it is healthy in any way. Right? So that's why we have small cups, not
Okay.
like big cups. No need to drink, you know, 300 milliliters. Just a little bit is enough. So now we have to strain it.
Yes, okay. Oh my god.
Oh, you,
Yeah.
that poor chai. Oi, oi,
Oi, oi, oi, oi,
oi. Yes, it requires some practice to drink it at this temperature, to be honest. Yeah, so not everybody will.
Cheers. Namaste.
Cheers. Namaste.
Namaste.
Hot, but
Boiling,
yes,
but delicious.
it has to be like this.
How do you say delicious in Hindi? In Telugu?
Bon.
Bon.
Yes.
Sounds like Portuguese. Bon. Like bon, appetit.
Yes, yes.
Bon namaste.
Bon.
Okay, Toby, thank you so much
Most
for being
welcome.
with me today on this
Okay.
episode. I will definitely make it at home, and let me know, guys, if you try to make the chai at home. Toby's recipe. Namaste!
Bye bye.